There were times when I was young and everything started feeling lame. And the only way to fix it was to play my favorite video game. Though the years may pass us by, there's still one thing you can't deny. I am gonna need a heaping helping of 32-bit awesome. When you're a jumping robot rabbit landing on a whale, or you're running from some ninja monks who are on your trail, or just a Raccoon City rookie blasting zombie scum, you're gonna need a heaping helping of 32-bit awesome.
Hello again, my fellow gaming gladiators. I'm the Geek Jock, and this is 32-Bit Awesome, the show where I explain why games you used to play are still awesome. This month, I cover the Qube. Intelligent Qube, that is. Intelligent Qube is one of those games where you go, what? Huh? It's kind of fucking weird. That's a weird game. It's a really weird game. I kind of want to play that. Yeah, it's one of those games. It's really fun and totally unique, and that's what 32-Bit Awesome is all about.
First stage.
I'm actually pretty excited to cover IQ, because it's one of those truly obscure games that just came and went. They made a pretty horrible sequel to it for the PlayStation Portable, and I don't really think anyone ever truly gave the original IQ its proper respect as a master puzzle game. Most people who know about this game probably only experienced it through the very first demo disc provided by official PlayStation Magazine. Back when gamers got most of their info from periodicals as opposed to the internet, magazine companies would occasionally pack in demos for upcoming games. It was a brilliant promotional move, one never seen before during the 8 and 16-bit era of gaming. Unfortunately, for most people, Intelligent Qube only had a limited release, so finding a copy of it may be tricky. I found my copy about 5 years ago at a GameStop for about 40 bucks. Let's just say I made out pretty well for myself. As far as gameplay goes, you run around a celestial walkway that's hovering in an endless abyss somewhere while trying to survive an onslaught of killer blocks. You can cut a path through the approaching wall of death by lighting up tiles on the ground and detonating them once a cube rolls onto it. What's with puzzle games and making geometric shapes disappear anyway? And where is this fucking place? It's fairly obvious to the player that Intelligent Qube doesn't take place in any logical form of space or time. It's just, you know, there for our enjoyment. But being the philosophical guy I am, it conjures up all kinds of crazy-ass explanations. Maybe this is an accurate representation of the hellish existence of some poor soul who wasted his life away chasing money during his waking life as a mindless cubicle worker, and this was his ultimate punishment, to forever dodge ironical cubes as they attempt to smash him. Damn. That's some deep shit. You lose the game by falling off the back end of the platform area. Sections of the platform fall by you either accidentally detonating black cubes or by allowing too many non-black cubes to roll over the edge. If that sounds unforgiving, it is. The only way to get back additional sections of platform is to not make any mistakes while getting rid of a group of cubes. You can effectively grant yourself bonus points if you complete each group under par, which means you used an equal or less number of cube rolls to detonate all the non-black cubes. You can also rack up Mondo points by effectively using the green blocks to combo large portions in a single roll. It's kind of weird to hear someone try to explain it, but it works beautifully when actually played. Which brings me to another thing about IQ that makes it one of the elite puzzle games of all time. Yes, all time. And that is its staggering but well-placed difficulty. Intelligent Qube starts off relatively easy, and you'll feel pretty good about yourself until about the 5th stage, where shit just gets harder and harder and fucking harder. And more so, you can even increase the speed of the fucking cubes if you're really fucking psychotic, I guess. I like this. I like it a lot. Games should be hard. They shouldn't be easy. Think of it in terms of movies. Yeah, everyone can enjoy the freaking DuckTales movie, sure, but it pales in comparison to the way conquering an audacious film like Blade Runner or Citizen Kane can make you feel. There's just no comparison. The more challenging the game, the better the payoff. It's that simple. The music in IQ is simply astounding. I believe it's one of the first examples of full-on original orchestrated music made specifically for a game. A puzzle game, no less. There are essentially 4 songs in the game, each of which could conjure up images of greatness. The first song leads you into the mood of the game almost immediately. I think of a wizard, like Gandalf the Grey, poring over battle notes as he plans for the impending war with the orcs. Whoa, hyper geek moment. The second is this eerie, epic music that reminds me of the opening to the fighting game Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast for some reason. The third is a swashbuckling adventure instrumental. Very fun, like that one movie. Oh yeah, The Goonies. The fourth seems ripped right out of a play, one that involves German Nazis and dancing swans. Don't ask me, it's just what pops up in there, okay? Each piece of music is phenomenal and brings the game to at least the quasi-high art level. Despite its insane difficulty at times, IQ is relaxing. Even when the music kicks into its crazy-ass you're gonna die pretty soon mode, I'm never stressed out. The controls are simple, the task is clear, it's almost like reading. Maybe it's because Intelligent Qube has a therapeutic vibe to it, you know? Maybe it's just plain fun. Whatever the case is, it makes IQ even more awesome. At the end of your run, you are attributed an IQ. When I was growing up, I actually thought my IQ was determined by this game, and I was like a super genius because my score was like 200 or more or something. I mean, Einstein's IQ was what, 180? Pfft, who needs abstract mathematics when you've got cube power, bitch? All joking aside, given the stupidly complex assortment of puzzles you have to deal with, I wouldn't be surprised if you were getting smarter from playing this game. Look at this shit right here. I gotta blow up this green one so I don't die because we're getting close to the edge of the level, but I still have this other green one lit up. That means that those 2 green ones are tied to the same detonation button. If that's the case, I can't detonate them until everything's clear, or else I'm gonna blow up the other black blocks. So I have to wait a long enough time and make sure I measure out my cube rolls so that I don't get squished before I get to the edge, and then detonate the green ones. This kind of crap happens all the time. That's crazy hard shit. I love how the cubes rise up out of the floor, like they're of godlike power. There's even a booming voice that speaks of your success or failures. Then there's this angelic music of absolute victory that you hear when you beat a level. Oh man, and look at all those bonus points for the extra sections. That's a fucking beautiful way to reward the player. All this super awesome shit brings IQ to the epic level of puzzle games. It takes itself seriously and doesn't fuck around. A lot of stupid people on the internet like to claim everything is epic, even when it's just some stupid person falling over or something like that. That's not epic, you idiots! This is epic! And so is IQ, of course. That concludes this episode of 32-Bit Awesome. I hope you enjoyed this fond look back at a genius and rare puzzle game, the one and only Intelligent Qube. I'm the Geek Jock, and it'd be great if you joined us next time here on 32-Bit Awesome. Adios, muchachos. Adios.